Happy Monday, everybody. I had such a good time with you guys Friday that I thought I want to spend my Monday with you also. And I've got a look that I've been wanting to do. Actually, wanted to do it Friday, but it was game day. Game day vibes had to happen. But this look is going to be super fun. So join me, and we're going to do fun makeup and some tips along the way. I'm quite sure. So this is there's this look going around, and people have tagged me in it and sent it to me saying, "Hey, Heather, will you do a tutorial on this?" And it's like heavy purple, heavy green, heavy purple. Have you guys seen that look going around? And I very nicely am not going to do that look. Like, it is not my jam. First of all, there is in no situation would I would ever put purple on the inside of my eye. I can't. It's not pretty, and you know that I'm only interested in pretty makeup, so I'm not going to do that. But I love the idea of it. I love that purple and green together. I think it's gorgeous. So I put this one together for us, and it is something that I would wear as well. And that's always a good thing when I can share something that I think to actually wear. So it is Blossom, Soft Heather, Moss, and Espresso. So this is going to be really good for summers, autumns. I think springs could absolutely get in on the fun. Of course, winters can do whatever they want. So you know how I feel about winters. I mean, you guys get all the fun. You get black eyeliner, you get black mascara, and you get black clothes. So so there. You don't need a tutorial. You got it made in the shade. So this is for the rest of us that need a little bit of fun, need a little bit of color. So join me. I've got my under eye corrector on for my eye primer. Oh, let's do a little bit of brows. So I've gotten my eyebrows tattooed. It's probably been a month or so ago. So I've got the nice shape and a nice color, but my eyebrows are pretty blonde. My hair is actually naturally like a dark blonde, so my eyebrows are that same thing. So you can actually kind of see that color come against that tattoo. So I'm gonna tint them and all of those things. But in the meantime, this brow tint, look what it does. And I'm showing this to you just in case your eyes are tattooed also, but really for the girls that your eyebrows are getting a little bit lighter and maybe a little bit gray. Look at the difference. And all I didn't create anything. I just colored the eyebrow itself, and you can see it stand out. There's hardly any product on my wand here. It's just about making that color a little bit more defined. So if you're super blonde, this is really good because I love, hi, good morning, Karen. I love like a strong eyebrow. So even if you're light hair, I like your brow to be just a smidge darker. So the blonde eyebrow tint is really pretty in that. And then just FYI, the brunette and the dark blonde have reddish tones to them. So if you are not warm and you don't carry a reddish tone in your hair and your eyebrows, skip those two. You want to be either the blonde or the dark brunette for more of that ashy kind of color. Okay, so let's get into our tutorial. Let's have some fun. Tell me what you guys are up to this week. This is a big week for me. This is, in Mary Kay, this is our double credit month. It's also $10 starter kit month. So it's popping over here. So it's going to be a big month. So tell me what you guys are doing. Okay, Blossom. Where we're going to do that, as you know, is on this inside corner. And you see how that really shows up? That's what I want it to do on you. You want that color to be bright. You can put a little shimmer here. Anybody can. I'm going to keep mine matte today, but you definitely can put a little shimmer there. Now, under the eyebrow, you want to keep that matte. Definitely. No shimmer eyebrows. It goes against all things that we believe in. We believe in pretty makeup. We believe in pretty face. We do not believe in highlighting a brow bone. Say it with me. I still see some people doing it out there. Okay, so like I said, if you want to put a shimmer, I think in this palette, rose gold would be really gorgeous. Just stick it right there on that inside corner. Really brighten up that eye area. Okay, now next one. Let's do the Soft Heather. The Soft Heather, we're going to keep this right on the mid-tone area. We're going to make a little rainbow here. Now the thing about this one is you want to make sure that the color, you can see the color when your eyes are open. Because I have more room on the upper half than the lower half of a hooded eye, then I have to take my color a little bit above my crease. I would say that probably most people need to do that. Most people do not have a symmetrical crease. So just making sure that color comes up, and then look at the blending. The blending is everything. Good morning, Lisa. The blending is everything. You want that to be soft and smudgy. You see how you can really start to see my eye come out here because this has created a little bit of a recessing, a little bit of definition in my eye area, which is why this really needs to be a matte color if you need to create definition. If you're young and you have a super symmetrical eye, you don't have to worry about that. But hooded eyes, deep set eyes, more mature eyes, you want to make sure that this color has to be matte right here, or because shimmers can't define. It goes against the laws of the shimmer. Shimmer enhances, which is why you never can contour with bronzer, because that's not a thing, because bronzers are shimmery. Okay, gorgeous, right? Moving on here, let's go into the moss. And if you want to add a little bit of a color, this is a deep green. Moss is a great way to do it because it's kind of a smoky green. It's not like Emerald Noir. Emerald Noir is more like my sweater. You could absolutely play with that if you want that really like bold, in your face kind of green. Do it. I'm going to do moss today because I want more of a subtle green. So just that tweak for sure. But anybody can wear this moss. Because I have blue eyes, green is really not my best color, which is why I'm picking moss. Now, if I had a green eye or a brown eye, that's probably a different story. You could get away with a lot more in the color department, especially if you have brown eyes. Brown eye girls, just like say a little prayer and say, Lord, thank you for giving me brown eyes, because I can just do so much with eyeshadow. It is very true. Us light-eyed girls, minimal colors. Minimal. So with this color, because moss is just a little bit lighter, it's a little bit kind of a smokier green, I'm going to take that over 3/4 of the way. I don't have to be so dramatic on the outer half right here, but if I was wearing Emerald Noir, I would really keep that the outer half. Moss, you just get a little bit more wiggle room with moss. Okay, see all this? See? I mean, I start to teach makeup, and the common thing that people ask right now, and they start fidgeting, and they start, wiping their under eye. I'm like, stick with me, stick with me, stick with me. This is why we do eye makeup first. Stick with me. Okay, espresso. Now, if you are wanting a little bit more of a drama look here, Onyx is perfectly wonderful. I'm going to keep it espresso, keep it on the brown side because of my summer wheel here. Brown is better. Browns and grays and blues are better for me. But if you want to put Onyx right there, and if you are one of the color seasons that eyeliner is just in general not the best thing for you, and I would say as we get older, that rule applies. And also summer seasons, we just don't do harsh looks. Spring seasons, it's not our best. So it's great to do the eyeshadow trick for us. Now I'm going to go back to the moss, go back to my green, and I'm going to do a little bit of a color on the outer 3/4, right in that lash line, kind of what I would do with a lower eyeshadow or a lower eyeliner, but super thin and super smudgy. Oh, driftwood. Amanda, girlfriend, I know, that was a great color. Hazelnut's good. It's just a little bit lighter. Same tone though, which is nice. But yeah, driftwood was excelente. Okay, now let's clean up our Hot Mess Express here that we got going on. I'm going to take a little bit of moisturizer. And if you have not heard of our new skincare line, it's a clean line, sensitive skin, Great for teens, great for people who don't want anti-aging or just super sensitive skin. The moisturizers are incredible. I've been using the mattifying because I'm super oily, and it really helps my oil control during the day. But the hydrating is really good for this under eye cleanup as well. Okay, look at that. That's one eye of all of that stuff. That, my friends, is why we do eye makeup first. Just goop that moisturizer down here. Get these little cheapy sponges off of Amazon or the grocery store. You can buy these sponges on Amazon or the grocery store. Just please don't buy your skincare at Amazon, on Amazon or the grocery store. I'm gonna start twitching here, people, with that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get the good stuff. I don't really need to tell you what the good stuff is, do I? That would be redundant, and that would be self-serving. So I'm gonna refrain. Mary Kay. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Okay, so isn't that awesome? Cleanup. I know, Amanda, it's like one of my best tips ever. Okay, CC cream. We're gonna put that all over. So this is moisturizer, sunscreen, foundation, concealer, and primer in one step. You can put it on with a brush, but it really gums up a brush because it's got all those other things in it instead of just foundation. So I just put it on my fingers. And it has the consistency of a moisturizer, so I don't put moisturizer on with a brush. So I don't put CC cream on with a brush. Okay. It's weird, you know, I don't normally do my makeup with earrings on and rings on. So I'm like having to dodge them. And I usually do my hair after my makeup. What do you guys do? That's like a whole thing. Do you do your hair before your makeup or your makeup before your hair? And then getting dressed. Where does that fall in there? I do makeup, hair, getting dressed. Now, except when I do a video and I'm all discombobulated because I'm way off my normal rhythm. But what do you do? I'd love to know that. Okay. Then I'm going to take my anti-aging foundation. I am wearing beige 200. This is one of the neutral colors. The neutral colors are definitely the star of our foundation show. They are beautiful. Makeup before hair and then dress. Yeah, that's what I do too. Makeup, hair, getting dressed. Victoria, yep, you on my same thing as well. Really, as long as I get my makeup on, I mean, a messy bun and leggings have never treated me bad. Makeup is the most important part. I saw, we were out the other night and I saw women, and I'm not criticizing them, I was just shocked, really. They were all glammed up. From their hair was gorgeous, their outfit was slamming, they had awesome heels on, and not a stitch of makeup. And I thought, man, that is so weird because it was the exact opposite of what I would do. Do you guys think that's weird or is that normal? I just kept staring at her. I was like, I don't understand. You put all that time and attention into things, and makeup is like the face is the first thing that you see. So I just thought that was weird. Tell me, am I crazy for thinking that? Oh, thank you, Amanda. I got this one, our second $1 million year. That was one of the top 3 rings that we got. Okay, under eye corrector. Oh, Stacy, that's interesting. You need to know what color to do your makeup, so you get dressed first. Very interesting. I love it. There we go. Okay, under eye corrector. We're going to do this in a couple different ways. We're going to come right here on the inside corner of your eye. That's the darkest place of your whole face. So you got to make sure that you don't just hit this right here, but that you're really coming inside. Right here. There we go. And then we're going to swoop up. Eye lift, one of the best techniques I could ever show you. And I'm going to put it right on top of my cheekbone over here. Oh, that big purple ring. Yep, that one's gorgeous too. I remember when I've been in Mary Kay for 20 years, right? 20 years. And I remember one of my very first events as a new consultant, we had a guest speaker in Kansas City, and she had all the rings on, you know, like all the fingers. And if you see me when I'm like dressed to do Mary Kay, like I have a lot of rings on that I wear. I don't normally wear them, but I do when I'm in my work zone. And she said, you know, a lot of people look at these rings and they think they're gaudy. And here's the thing, they're only gaudy if they're not yours. I was like, I need all of them. All of them. I was a baby. I was 26 years old, didn't have two nickels to rub together. And I was like, oh yeah, I want to be so successful that I just wear rings just whenever, and they're gaudy, except for they're only gaudy if they're not yours. And like, you know, I wanted everything to do with what she said that day. So I take cash most of the time, but every once in a while when the ring is beautiful or it's an important one to me. So like Million, obviously an important one. My first ring I ever earned, I took that one. I wear that one a lot. If you see it, like I wear it on this finger. It's that short, it's really like a low profile, which I love. It's really comfortable. And then my first trip, I took that one. Yeah, there's a couple. I really honestly don't take that much. I've only taken Court of Sales rings 3 times. But you know, cash is always the right color and always the right size. So, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's set this makeup. I love to mix my translucent powder and my silky setting powder. It's funny, Amanda, isn't it though, that like you hear people say these things and they just stick with you, and you formulate some of your beliefs or your drive or your ambition just off some random things that somebody said that I bet she doesn't even remember saying. And it's just really funny that that day was so imprinted on me. I think it's because I had nothing and I wanted everything. Like I've always been a person that wants, and a person that really never had. And so those two don't really line up together. And so you either have to want less or you have to do more. And so that was the day that I'm like, okay, I think this business, I had been in Mary Kay like a hot second, like a week. If this company can do this for me, like I can have the things I've always wanted, but never had access to, I'm in. And that was 20 years ago, so obviously it's worked. Okay, let's do a faux contour with a blush, because you know my summer palette does not love me to wear contour, and probably neither does yours unless you're an autumn. Autumn's girls just rock out with all that contour and bronzer. I don't get that, so I'm going to take Desert Rose. It's kind of a brownish pink, and I'm going to put that on the crease of my brush, and right where I would put contour, I'm going to put that Desert Rose. Just going to cut that underneath side of my cheekbone. Okay, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to take Shy Blush, and I'm going to go right on top of that. It's a little bit of a glow, a little bit of a gold shimmer to it, which I think will play really pretty with this eye look. What do you guys think about this eye look? Isn't that cool? Like you think purples and greens together won't work, and it actually is very sophisticated. That's what it is. That other look that they were passing around to me and saying, hey, do this demo. I'm like, there's nothing sophisticated or pretty. It looks like costume makeup, which is great if you're doing costume makeup, but it's Monday morning in Kansas City. I ain't doing costume makeup. I gotta do cute makeup. Pretty makeup. That's my jam. Okay, let's do a little bit of a lip liner. I'm going to do Beige Nude. So many different things you can do with this look. I do love the trick of lip liner because ours is waterproof and it's amazing if you have not tried our new one. You can do mauve nude under there. Berry would be really pretty with this. Rose would be really pretty with this. So any of those. And then I love to just put lip gloss on top of it. So Evening Berry is rocking awesome. If you have not thrown this on, either by itself or over lip liner because you got scared because it looks so dark. Don't. It's not. It's not as dark as you think it is. It's actually pretty gorgeous. So there we go. Let's recap it here. We've got our little brow tint. We've got Blossom, Soft Heather, Moss, and Espresso for eyeliner. And see, like, you would never know I don't have eyeliner on. Like, it looks like I've got eyeliner on, but it's pretty. So just try the powder eyeshadow trick. And then with I've got CC Cream Matte Foundation, Setting Powder, Under Eye Corrector. That's my Flawless Face Set. And then I've got my Desert Rose as contour. I've got Shy Blush as my cheek color. And then Beige Nude and Evening Berry on my lips. And this is a fall vibes look, a touch of spooky Halloween in there. And I think it's gonna, like, this is probably gonna be a go-to look for the next couple of weeks for me. So now I have to like decide, okay, I've got to have colors on my body that complement these. So now I got to play around with my clothes. So tell me what you love. Tell me what you're going to try next. And thanks for joining me on this Monday morning.